Good morning. Welcome to this week's list. We're going to fly through these tonight. I am burning the midnight oil, and I'm pretty beat. Getting ready for A&A. I hope to see everybody there. And yeah, let's just talk a little bit quickly about some bust halves, and then we're going to go into some dollars. And then we have four $20 gold pieces. So it's a nice mix with some little mini themes thrown in. So 1831 XF45 Plus. You don't see a lot of XF45 Pluses. This is a coin I used to own. I sold it and it came back to me. I'm always super thankful whenever coins that I've sold get offered back. I know it doesn't always work, but anyway, for all those out there that sell me coins back that I've sold them, it really makes me feel good. And I get to handle them and sell them again, which is a lot of fun. So this coin is crusty. Look at this. Just nice luster in the protected areas. Really light wear. I mean, I can see I could see this coin as a 50 easily. It doesn't have a ton of luster though. That's probably why they called it a 45 plus. Reverse is a little lighter, more luster. Definitely just light wear right there on both wings. Very well struck. It's a common variety. I don't remember which variety it is, but it is common. And it is $475. This next variety is not as common, but it isn't like one of those varieties that really gets people all excited. It's really crazy. This die has a lot of wear. You can really see the wear, like see how flat a lot of the features are. All in here. I assume that's due to like some sort of a lapping. What's crazy about the Overton 111 is it is a R4 variety, but it was only struck, even with all this lapping and wear on the die, it only struck this. So this is the only obverse die. This is the only reverse die. So I have no idea why it has this much wear. Usually it's like multiple pairings. It's got a little die bulge right here that I think is telltale, and the other one, what is it? It's like this 50 has a very unique and looking 5 that you can pick out. So that's the two diagnostics. Tell you what blows me away is like guys like David Kahn. Like these guys can look at everything. I'm decent, but they can look at everything and tell you what the Overton variety is, oftentimes just off the top of their head. That's a lot of time looking at these things. This is $450, which I think is a steal given how rare it is, that variety. It's a good one for bust half nuts. All right, third one, also a coin that came back. I love this piece, 1836 in an OGH CAC, VF35. Really soft, nice luster and look to it. Like the only critique, and I think I pointed this out last time I sold it, is there's just a little bit of darker kind of toning right there. Somebody very, very picky might have an issue with it. I certainly don't, and I'm a student of this series. Have been for many, many, many years. This coin is $4,650, and it will definitely make you happy. It's a cool one to pull out of the case. So, they say that the mintage on those is 12,000. It's got to be wrong. I mean, much ink has been spilled about it, about how many actually there are. Given the survivorship, it can't be 12,000. Maybe 120,000. It's not like it's nearly as common as a 37 or 38, but still. All right, beautiful 1893 Columbian and 66 plus with gorgeous toning. Rose and blue, it's a common toning pattern on these coins. Got the cool ship. Of course, it's got two dates on it, 1893 and 1492, because they made these for 2 years. This coin is $1,550. Should match up, I think, with 66 plus comps. All right, dollars. This is a silky smooth dollar. So these are all dollars that I had in my crack out box for A&A. Go in there, you can submit up to 10 coins and get a lot of stuff done. This coin isn't iffy. It's a tweener for a 7. So see that little thing right there? That is, this is probably too much for a 7. It's got a 7 cheek. Doesn't probably have a 7 left field, but it sure does face up. You got to really look at it. I had to zoom in. Nice reverse. Definitely could be a 7 reverse. This coin is 475 bucks. Oh, I totally missed a $50. I gotta go back. I'm a mess. Let's go backwards, back in time. A beautiful blast white, like this is a headlight coin. 67 1940. These things are pretty common, honestly, even in 7, but there is a look that you want and there's a look that you don't want. This is the look that you want. If you don't know the difference, go out and look at some videos or pictures of a 1940, and this is what the market wants. So there's a lot of APRs that drag this price down to like 1,050. I'm offering this at 1,150. I just bought it for 1,000 bucks. It's just, but when you can find them like this, I think they're really worth the extra 10% compared to what some of the APRs are out there. Okay, back to the Morgans. This is another one that was in the box, and similarly, like this, see the little reeds right there? Probably not gonna 7 cheek. This little reading mark right there, not gonna do it. Beautiful toning, probably imparted by the holder. This coin's gorgeous. 7 reverse. Just a shot coin. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. It's a shot coin. Semi-PL, 500 bucks. And if people don't buy these, well, they're gonna get the snips. Which means different for coins than it does dudes. Okay, 1886 and 66. This is another coin. This is a 7 obverse, but then you flip her over, and it's an end roller, and there's just, I don't think there's enough life. Like that deeper toning. I could try to dip it off. Certainly is a clean on the reverse, but you gotta have a lot of pop, and that just does not have the pop of the obverse. Bam, and then it just gets quiet, right? Look, still a shot coin, especially if you do a little bit of light dip and rinse. But I like the end roll. It's got a nice end roll. You can see the line right there. This coin's $600. Okay, now you can see in the background here, all these treasure. I didn't open them up, but you can certainly find it online what that looks like. And I've got a 55S. None of these have been to CAC, by the way. They just came in. If they don't sell, I probably will send them off. Obviously, all of these coins have been conserved. They didn't sit on the bottom of the ocean for decades without taking on some issues. But gold conserves very well compared to silver shipwreck coins. This coin obviously is circulated. 55Ss are tougher than the 56 and 57Ss that were in the Central America. A 55, like back in 2015, there's not a ton of stuff out there. Sold for $7 grand when gold was, man, 2,000, less than 2,000, I would guess. Anyway, asking $8,250 for this coin. Really nice look to it, wholesome. 56S and 58. This is silky, but doesn't have the same skin as a 57S. 57S has just come so flashy. This coin is beautiful and silky though, satiny coin. This is 7,650. It's kind of hard not to dig that, especially with all the paperwork and boxes. And then here, classic 57S that just glows, still has color on it, much flashier surfaces than the 55 or the 56. Little chattier. You can see it's got chatter here in the left obverse field. Nothing horrible, nothing major, but it certainly sparkles and will blink at you. Nice toning on it too. And this one is also 7,650. Let's see, this one goes with that box, by the way. And then let me see if I remember. I think the blue is the 55S and the red is the 56. I'd have to look that up. Or, well, I just got to open the box because it's got the paperwork. And then finally, let's talk a little bit about high reliefs. All right, just got this coin into with the 55, 6, and 7S. You hear me, if you've been watching this channel for a while, you hear me gripe about expensive widgets. And I usually gripe about 09S VDBs. But this coin, and don't hate me if you're new into numismatics, this coin is a widget, right? What do I mean by a widget? I mean, it's replaceable. You can find dozens of high reliefs. They are out there. They're expensive. This coin I'm offering at $27,500. But it's a beautiful coin. Like, compared to an 09S VDB, like, you got a picture of Lincoln on copper versus this amazing high relief picture of Liberty in all of St. Gaudens's design, like as he intended it, you know, commissioned by the president. And, you know, it's a low mintage. It's not like they're, you know, crazy plentiful, but everybody wants one because they're beautiful. Now, let's talk about this coin. I haven't sent this to CAC. I don't think it's gonna work. It just doesn't have a ton of pop on it, but it's just a 2. Pretty decent thigh, pretty decent nose. There's not a huge jump in CAC for these, believe it or not. And you can get like a 3, not a 3 CAC, but just for, I don't know, 5. They kind of go up in like just a stair step until you get to like 4+ or 5. Then they start getting really expensive and start going up exponentially. So anyway, it's a great coin to offer for the commander's list. It's a beautiful piece. It's on the lower end of what you can get unless you want to go down to an AU58, which is, I don't know, 15 to 18, I guess. And this one is $27,500. And it's got a nice look. Decent color, just not a ton of flash. Or a ton of satin, I should say, which is how they come. All right, folks, that is it for this week. I look forward to seeing you at the ANA. There'll be one more, I think, what is it? Yeah, one more before ANA week, maybe 2. I don't know what day it is. I'm so tired. Please come by the table. I think it's table 715. I'll be set up with Pacifica Trading, my old pal Adam Biaggi with Pacifica Trading, my old Navy buddy, and he and I do a lot of biz. And we'll be setting up there, and I plan on having a lot of fun. So I hope you come by the table. We'll obviously be buying and selling coins, but ANAs for me are a very social event. They're fun to go out, tell tales, buy coins, share coins, get excited, get a little envy from time to time when you can't get something you want, but gives you motivation anew to go out and find it the following coin show. So with all that being said, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and until next week, happy hunting.